Hello and welcome to Shaper Online Classes, Standard 8. Today I will be taking Unit 6, that is Unit 6 Supplementary Lesson. Name of the lesson is Homeless Man and His Friends. It's actually a true story, alright? So listen to the story and then later you have to, once you must give a reading to it, okay? Only then you will understand perfectly, okay? The story starts like this. The characters are first, I will explain. Caesar, his 4 dogs, and the nurse, Chris Pamprim. So these are the characters. Very small story or very simple story, and it is a true story, right? Okay. What happened is, once upon a time, a homeless man means what? He does not have anybody, no relationship, nobody know to call him his own. Okay, a lonely person, a very lonely person. He's staying all alone in one small shack. Shack means a small. You won't even call it a house. It's just a small, like one hut, like something. He's staying there. And no home at it. It's not his home also. A small place somewhere he stays. And usually what does is, he stays in Rio do Sul in South Brazil. In where is Brazil? South America. Okay, in South America, Brazil. Which place? Rio do Sul. Okay, he's staying there. So his name is Caesar, and he usually, like water, actually he is not getting any food to eat also. Homeless and he is very poor also. So whatever food he eats now or gets now, he'll eat a little and give to the dogs all around there. No? He'll just give the dogs. So he's very fond of these pets. So he gives the dog rest of the food. Sometimes he won't even eat. He gives the food to his dogs. So this really was really touching with this moment. He used to feed the dogs so well, and these dogs would be always around him, and they were so faithful. You know, all of you know dogs are very faithful animals. Okay, where you can trust them. Like other animals will not be like that, but dogs are very faithful animals. They will be with their master always. So they used to like their master. Caesar was liked by those 4 dogs because he used to give them proper feeding. No, he used to give them. He won't eat, but he gives to the dogs. So then one day what happened? Caesar fell very sick. Yeah, actually he had some kind of a illness. So what happened? Suddenly he fell very sick, and he was taken. He has to take, like he would never take any treatment if he has no money, first of all. Okay, if he falls sick or anything, he has no money to further go for any treatment. So this time he felt very sick, and he was definitely needed a treatment. So what happened is, in the neighborhood some people took him to the hospital. He was very seriously sick. So he took him to the hospital. So when he went to the hospital, there a nurse, her name is Chris Pamprim, her name is, okay, Pamprim. So on the board, Chris Pamprim, her name is, okay. So that lady, what happened? She witnessed that these dogs, no, when they brought him inside, when they brought the Caesar inside the hospital, these 4 dogs were standing near the gate of the hospital, and they were just sitting there waiting for their master. They were all like having a very sad face, they hope their master comes back, that kind of a face they had. And so all this was noticed by Chris Pamprim, the nurse there. She said, oh, how faithful these dogs are. So definitely he should get better so that he is again reunited with these dogs. So the Caesar is taken inside. He's been treated. He had a prolonged illness, and he's got so many complications also. And main thing is he's not well nourished. That means he was not eating properly, because whatever he's eating, whatever he gets food is giving out to the dogs. So he was not eating. He was very much undernourished. So they were giving proper treatment was given to Caesar, given him drips and tablets, and food also was given to him. So it went on, and so he stayed in the hospital for 2-3 days. He stayed there until he is better to come. He had that strength to walk and come out. So like that he was getting treatment. So the people around them, they were telling, like looking at the dogs and seeing how faithful these dogs are. Seeing even human beings are not like that. And so these dogs are looking at him like he's so much he's looking, waiting for the master to come. That is, the master is who? Caesar. Okay. So what happened is, this lady, Miss Pamprim, that is, her name is Chris Pamprim. So as she was seeing this, what happened is, she took her phone and took a picture of it. That is, when the dogs were waiting outside, that complete like a story she had taken. The waiting outside, and how Caesar was taken to the treatment, and then they came inside, and how that kind of a moment, the Caesar and those dogs, that all that was taken. She took a photo of that and she posted on the Facebook. and she wrote the story like see the page number 176. The story is given. I came across this today at the hospital where I work at 3 a.m. It is early in the morning. Okay, 3 a.m. while the master who lives on the street was being treated. His companions waited at the door. Who are the companions? The dogs are the companions. A simple person without luxury who depends on help to overcome the hunger, the cold, the pain and the evils of the world has by his side the best companions, and the exchange is reciprocal. That means this what was written there, that she took a photo of that the love of the dogs and Caesar, and she posted it in the Facebook, and she wrote the story below that photograph just to tell the world that see, so this man has nothing, he's just giving them only food. So giving them food, and he's got his 4 companions. Okay, he's not alone in the house. We cannot call him a homeless person, a alone person. He has got his 4 valuable companions with him. Okay. So she wrote this, and she the exchange of love, attention and warmth and understanding. A person who confessed us that he stops eating to this whatever it is, he stops eating just to give to the dogs. No, he never eats. So that only made him so sick, and he was given the treatment. Then next is they all were well taken care of and chubby, and how they were. This man was so lean and thin because he's not eating. He's giving his dogs. The dogs were nice and plump and chubby. They were nice and healthy. They were looking. Okay, so that made him so. Looking at those dogs, he was feeling so happy. Okay, and the next is the faithful canines. Who are the canines? Canines also known as the dogs. Okay, the dogs are known as canines. The faithful canines were anxiously anticipating Caesar's return, safe return. That is, they were sitting at the door and they were waiting like till he comes back. Hope he comes back safely. That they were sitting there. And fortunately, the animals reunited with their owner in no time. So within a few days, Caesar was fine. And then pampering what she did along with the hospital staff, she let the dogs inside the hospital. That's not allowed, no. Dogs cannot come inside the hospital. But what she did is, she secretly let the dogs inside the room, and then both of them, just to see that love, no, she wanted to hold that. So Caesar and the dogs were united, and then she offered some food also. So Caesar was given some food. Caesar also was given food, and he was well looked after. And even the dogs, no, whatever. Caesar that time also, when the hospital was giving him food, even from that food also he used to save little food for the dogs. See that love, see that affection. Okay. So believe me, he ate some and saved a bit to give the dogs later. So this was all the story was written by Pamperum, and it was completely being uploaded to the Facebook. So an hour later, Caesar left the hospital with the 4 dogs trailing behind him, happily wagging their tails. That is, after an hour, then these dogs went behind him, and he went away to his home. There is no home, he is a homeless man, but wherever he is calling in the place of home, he has gone to that place. Okay, and I do not know what his life is like. Like nobody knows what is he doing, what kind of a person is he working or not. Nobody knows about him. But I admire the respect and love he has for his little friends. So what happens? Though whatever he is, whether he's got money or more, but that love for the dogs was very, very touching, and people who are looking around him, no? People around him were so astonished to see this kind of a love. Okay, and seeing this like this, waiting at the door, just shows how much they were well cared for and loved. So see these dogs, no, like any dogs, you just leave them, that will not. But here, so much love he is giving. Caesar was giving them so much love. That is why they were completely, till he was treated, they were sitting in the hospital door itself. Okay, and then even though Caesar had little material possessions and likely has no kin to turn to, he is never alone because he has his warm and loving friends. So that's what this story is about. So hope you like the story. A very cute story, because this unit starts with friendship, isn't it? First, what was the 6th unit is completely about friendship, and then about this supplementary story is also about friendship. Okay, friendship with who? With the faithful dogs, the canines. So this is it. Hope you like the story and go to the story, answer all the questions, and then there is the question answers are given there. Can you guess the meaning of the following answer? Guess the meaning means you don't have to guess the meaning. You see the dictionary, take the dictionary with you, find out the meaning and write it down and learn it. Okay. See, this is really it will help you to improve your knowledge. See, learning vocabulary, is very good to improve your knowledge. At the same time, you can also speak well. How you, that is spoken, if you speak in English only, you can get to know. If you don't speak in English, don't be shy to speak in English. Speak in English, alright? Only then you will improve your language. If you don't speak now, how will you improve? So what you are doing is, take out all this, that is exercise number C. Exercise C, find out the meaning and write your own sentence or frame sentences. Simple sentences, alright? So this is it. Then I will take little grammar now. Now grammar page number 157. See page number 157. That is 6th unit prose lesson. No, behind that book back we have this grammar. Actually, what it is known as anagrams. Now anagram means you have to frame a new word from the given word. A word will be given to you. From that word you have to frame another word. Definitely you can frame. See, even in some games also in the phone, no, you have these mobile games. You have to frame a word will be given, at least 10 words you have to frame. So all other kind of games you can play. Okay, all this game really helps you to sharpen your brain. That is, you can gain knowledge of it. So same thing is anagram. See there, anagram you have to frame a new word. For example, see dog, D-O-G is given. Dog, from there you have to frame another word. What is it? I have given as God. Same spelling, but different way how you are going to place the letters. That's it. And here slip, S-L-I-P, slip, lips. Got that now? And here one and now. See that? Just have to change it into a different word. So now before that I want to explain what is anagram. Anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters. See, formed by rearranging the letters of one another or phrase. Anagrams can be used by helping a learner become aware of both spellings and spelling patterns. That's all. You can be aware of what? Spellings and spelling patterns. So that's what anagram is. Okay. Now we are going to learn about antigram. That is page number 158. You get this. It is known as antigram. Anagram is also same. Antigram same. But antigram is the word is whichever word is given to you. You have to form a new word in the opposite form. Okay. Now whatever word is given to you, but you should form a new word only from whatever the letters are given. But it should be the opposite of the word. Alright. You should not write the same any word. You cannot. Okay. So it is. You have to write the opposite of the form. Okay. So when you see the definition is given, I will read the definition. Anagrams are words or phrases created by rearrange the letters of another word or a phrase. That is anagram, what we learned. Now what is anagram? Anagram becomes an antigram when it is opposite in meaning of the original word or phrase. Okay. It's also like anagram only, but it should be the opposite of whatever word given to you. But see the united. What is the meaning of united? Together, coming together. Now just see the opposite of it. Untied. That means you are leaving it loose. That is, everything is separated. Tied up. Tying means together. Untied means everything is open. So united means just the opposite of united is untied. But all the letters should be there. See, all the letters are there. U-N-I-T-E-D, U-N-I-T-E-D. Everything is there. But in a different word. That is untied. Now here see. Harmfulness. What is given? Harmfulness is what? Harmfulness. Very good, very bad. Harmfulness. Now same thing you are going to write in the opposite, but the same thing. Harm, less, fun. See how it is. Harm. Harm you have not changed anything. But harm, then less. This less you are going to keep it here. And less, L-E-S-S, and N will go to fun. So harmless, fun. Got that? See now new word and that's the opposite of that word. Got that? So this is known as anagrams or antigrams. So hope you understood this. There are so many exercises given there. Page number 157, the anagram exercise in 158. There is an exercise given: bowl, march, study, snail, eat, flow. All that. Please do that. Try to find. Always keep the dictionary handy in front of you. Only then you can write. Any word without any meaning word you cannot write it down. Okay. That word should have a meaning. Okay. And then same way antigram also. Some words are given exercise. Please try to do it with the help of, you want to take the help from your parents also, no problem. Okay, so this is it. Hope you like the explanation. See you next class. Thank you.